Hi, welcome back to the vlog. I got ready for a workout. We've got a little bit of a gym downstairs and my partner's got a bike that he's got like in a thing where we can cycle inside during the winter, which is really nice for some cardio. So that's what I'm gonna be going to do. But I'm actually waiting for the post to arrive because I'm waiting for a package, quite an exciting package, so we can open it up later. But I don't know exactly when she's gonna be coming. So I'm just gonna be waiting a bit, and whilst I wait, I thought we could one, chat, and two, cast on a new project. So that's why I'm looking like this. I have not taken my shower yet, so I'm looking a little bit frazzled. But let's talk about what I've been doing this morning. So I've been working on my legs V-neck pullover by Ozetta, which I'm knitting as part of the calendar I'm running, along with Enzo Knit over Instagram, so that will be linked down below if you're curious about it. And I talked about it in my latest podcast as well. And I'm on the second sleeve, and I think I'm going to finish it today. So I've just finished the stockinette, and I'm about to start the 1x1 ribbing, but I've got to film a segment for the project vlog where I'm showing how I'm turning my work so that the ribbing is neater on the outside. And oh, I've got so much cat hair on this, but this is how it's looking on the first cuff, and on the inside it just looks a little bit less neat. And so I do a German short return, and so I'm going to be filming how I do it on the project vlog for this legs v-neck. So I put it on hold for now so that I can go work out, and I can film that this afternoon, and then I can finish this and block it. And that's kind of crazy. I tried it on just before. I didn't show you, but I'll try it on once I finish it later today. And I'm very excited to see how it looks post blocking, because it definitely needs a good block. So I'm excited to see how that's gonna look. And it's kind of insane because this one's like kind of flown by. I had to take a little bit of a break on it because I had some arm pain, but yeah, it was a very needed mindless project. I've been feeling kind of, January blues, not feeling great, and so I really needed something really mindless to take my mind off of things, and it's been a great project to have. So I want to cast on another project this weekend once I finish that one, which I think is going to be my zipper sweater light man. But that's not the project I'm going to cast on now, because as I said, I'm going to go cycling in the basement for about 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more if I have the energy. And I've been seeing Paige from the knitting page of an Instagram doing her pedal and pearls segments, where she literally goes on a bike as well in her home, and she's knitting at the same time. And I tried that out when I was knitting on the Elizabeth blouse, but obviously I think I was on a sleeve or something, so it was like quite a bulky project to take with me when cycling. And so I thought I would cast on a sock, which I know what you're gonna say. Socks are great, mindless, quick projects. Not for me. If you've been here before, you know that knitting socks takes me a month, but I think that's gonna be the perfect project to take with me on whenever I go cycling. I think it's gonna be hopefully motivate me to cycle a little bit more, because I've been a little bit lacking in that department. And to be completely honest, if you don't know, I work from home, so I don't do that much movement during the day. And if I don't go for walks when it's just not the right kind of weather, or if I'm not motivated enough, then I do need to work out to keep my body moving. It's just like a need. And so I think cycling is great. I do also sometimes, because we've got like a tiny gym equipment, so I do sometimes do like gym sessions, but I've just not been motivated enough for that lately. So I think I've been doing some yoga as well this week, which has been really nice and has really helped loosen up my shoulder and arm pain. And so I think I'm going to stick to doing some cycling and yoga during the week, so that can help me out. Anyways, I don't know why I'm telling you all of this, but all that to say, I'm going to be casting on a pair of socks. I am finally going to be using this gorgeous yarn that I bought in October last year. It looks a little bit... I don't think the color is quite right. It's quite a cacao brown, but with a little bit of purple in it. And that's going to be my main color for the Quilty cabin socks by, I always forget, the Crooked River Crochet. I'll put it on the screen because I always forget the designer name. And the contrast color I'm going to be using is, so this is Les Petits Points Parisiens. This is their BFL sock twist, so it's 80% blue-faced Leicester, 20% nylon, and this is in the colorway Écorce or Bark, and it is 100 grams for 360 meters. And the contrast color is going to be leftover fil color Ozetta in the colorway 101, I want to say, which is like the raw white or white colorway. I'm very excited to cast this on. Obviously it's a little bit of color work, but I think I can get the cuff done during my cycle session. Then I can do the color work like sometime this weekend, and then it'll just be kind of mindless until I reach the heel, and then I do the heel off the bike and so on. I think that'll be nice. I think it's gonna be a project that takes me 5 months as well, but not if I go cycling more often, so we'll see. So I'm gonna cast this on. Hopefully I've got the right needle. So I'm gonna be using 2.5 millimeter needles for the cuff, and then I think you're supposed to go up a needle size for the color work, so I'm going to be using 3 millimeter needles instead of the recommended 2.25 millimeter needles and 2.75 millimeter needles, because first of all I don't have 2.25 needles, and I also usually knit my socks on 2.5 millimeter because of my gauge, and I think that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and cast this on. So I'm all washed up now after having cycled for about 30 minutes, as you saw. I mean, this is great because it's making me want to knit more, and so I'm cycling for longer because I wanted to reach 10 rounds, and so I actually did a little bit over 30 minutes and I was really tired by that point. So I did 10 rounds on the ribbing of the cuff. And I just love to bite your ribbing. I think it looks so cute, so I'm really excited, and I'm excited that I think this is going to be like a project that I only work on the bike, except for when I have to do fiddly things, but that might hopefully make me want to bike more. We'll see how that goes. I'll let you know. But I've got my boxes now, so I thought we could open them together. It's not yarn related, so if you want to skip this bit, you can follow the timestamps, but I ordered some things on Suri and Grenet because I want to start making the balcony prettier. We've got a balcony up top from the guest bedroom, and right now it's just got a table and 2 chairs. I bought a garden chair, like lounge chair for outside, late last year, like in September or something, so I didn't get to use it a lot even October, I think. I didn't get to use it a lot in the summer, but I want to use it, and it's still quite cold, obviously, but I'm hoping that in a few weeks it might be a little bit warmer so that I can use it. So I'm gonna be putting it upstairs, I think, on the balcony, and I bought a few things for the balcony as well. So let me open this up and show you what I got. Okay, first things is not for the balcony, but it's just a little thingy, I don't know what that's called, that I want to use for my bathroom, and I kind of love the color. It's like a maroon color, very pretty and useful. Then first thing that we've got here is this tiny garden pot. Quite cute, quite small, but I got a bigger one. Yeah. I really love the color, and it's kind of cute. I thought this one was going to be a little bit bigger, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I want to buy some plants for the balcony outside. I'm gonna wait a few weeks as well for that, because obviously it's still a bit cold, but once it gets a bit warmer, I think that would be nice. And then I got a lamp. So I got this lamp, and what I like about it and why I got it, first of all, you can change the colors, but it's USB-C chargeable, so you don't have to plug it in. And so I can put this behind my desk when I'm working, for live streams maybe. But also, if I'm going outside to knit, I can take it with me. Oh, it's on. I can take it with me very easily and just put it on the table, but I can put it back inside whenever I want. So I love that. It's chrome, which, as I said, isn't my favorite material. It's especially very hard to clean. And as you can see, it's already got a bit of dirt on it, but it was kind of cheap, so it will do. But the biggest thing that I got, this table, which right now it's just the feet, and then once you put it together, you have the top. Nice. That's nice. So let me put the feet on and then I'll show you what it's looking like. But oh, it's cold. But the idea is that this is gonna go on the balcony as well. I don't really care if it's ruined by the weather because it was kind of cheap. So hopefully it lasts. If it doesn't matter. Let me build it and then I'll show you. It's built now. You can't really see it, but I'll show you afterwards. This is all that I got from Sister and Granny. So I'm gonna bring all of this upstairs, and once I've actually put the garden chair upstairs as well, I'll show you how it's all looking on the balcony. I mean, this is gonna be empty because I don't have plans for them yet, but you get the vibe, hopefully. Okay, and once I've done that, I'm gonna go back to knitting on my legs v-neck and hopefully finish a sleeve. It's done. I can't believe I managed to finish it. so early in the weekend. I thought it would be done like tomorrow night. So that's good news. Let's try it on. I'm gonna be honest, I can't wait to see this blocked because I think it's just gonna bloom so well. But how good is it? Oh, I'm so excited. So I'm gonna be going grocery shopping because we need some things for tomorrow. We want to do a brunch, my partner and I, homemade brunch. So we're gonna go pick up some things also for the week shop. And I think when I get back, I'm gonna block this. I have already weaved in all of the ends, so I think that's gonna be a good break for my arm to like go out, not knit for a bit, and then tonight I can cast on something new. Okay, let's go. Blocking as I showed you, and I cast on the Zipper Sweater Lightman by Petite. So I don't have that much done, obviously, but I just started on the color. You start with the Judy's Magic cast on, which is always a little bit fiddly. This one is kind of annoying because you need 2 sets of needles. I mean, you kind of always do for the Judy's Magic cast on, but you need 2 sets of the same needle, which I don't have for the 3.5mm needles that I'm using. So what I did was just you know, putting the 2 needles on one end of both cable, but then having no needles on the other side, like just needle stoppers or cable stoppers. And then once I was done with the cast on and I had to knit the rows, I just put my stitches on hold from the other cable. And I'm just knitting a little bit mindlessly. This yarn is amazing. I've said it before. I talked about this when I did my first knitting diary vlog, which was earlier this year, last month, where I swatched for this project, and this yarn is just absolutely incredible. It's incredibly soft. I love this combination. I'm using the Fibre Company Cumbria fingering in the colorway Blencathra, held with Suri lace by the Sunday Fibre Co. in the colorway Natural Wonder. And they're not quite the same color, so it's a bit mulled, but it's absolutely soft, and I love the marling that it gives, which you can't really tell on the ribbing, but I will put the link to my vlog where I swatch for this, and you can see it in the swatch. So this is supposed to be a side project that I'm not going to touch on too much, but I'm going to be honest, I think it's going to be kind of hard not to want to work on this because it's just amazing. It's quite early tonight actually, it's only 9 p.m, but I'm going to stop knitting because I'm starting to get a tiny bit of pain. Like, it's not painful, but it's like kind of bothering me, so I'm going to stop before it actually hurts. And I think I'm gonna go grab my Switch and play Stardew Valley a little bit, which I'm gonna be starting because I've been wanting to start it, so I think now is a good time to do that. So I'm gonna see you in the morning and we are gonna be working on the girl dress together. Good night. Good morning, although I should probably say good afternoon because it's like 1:30 p.m. But I have showered. I haven't put any makeup on because I'm just not feeling like it. Also, my skin is pretty bad and I don't want it to worsen, so I'm not gonna put any makeup on today. I'm pretty pooped. I was gonna film another video this weekend, but I'm just not going to push it. I think I should preserve my energy for this vlog and for my knitting, and you know, I'll make another video next week, that's fine. I wanted to talk to you about what I knit on this morning. I woke up quite early-ish for a Sunday. It was around 8 a.m. So I came down and I was waiting for my partner to get up so we could have our brunch together, or like early breakfast. No, late breakfast, early lunch. And he took a while to get down. So if you've seen my latest podcast, I think I talked about the girl dress, which I am knitting for a wedding that I'm going to attend in September. So I've started working on it. This is the first bodice panel which I showed you, and I cast on this second one this morning. And I mean, I didn't get that far done, about halfway through the whole thing, a little bit less than halfway through. So I mean, pretty good going. Happy with that. I am so hot right now, but I'll wait until I open the window because it's gonna make noise otherwise. I also, as you saw, went, so like after we had brunch, I got back to knitting a little bit, and then I went for a cycle session and I knitted some more on my socks. I'm gonna be honest, I really didn't want to cycle, but I wanted to knit on the socks, so you know, it's already kind of working. But I managed to finish the cuff of my socks. That's so cute, and I'm very excited. So now I have to knit one more round before I switch needle size, and then I can start the colorwork chart. And I think I'm going to try to do the colorwork chart on the bike, and we'll see how that goes. But I think that's doable. And yeah, I'm gonna be taking it pretty slow this afternoon. As I said, I'm pretty tired, so I think I'm just gonna be knitting on my zipper sweater light man. I might have a late lunch since we had like an early lunch before, like late breakfast, early lunch. I might have something simple to eat for lunch. And at some point I also want to reorganize my stash because it's fine as it is, but I think it could work a little bit better, so we'll do that together afterwards. And I still haven't put my garden chair upstairs on the balcony, so I'm gonna have to motivate my partner to help me out with that, so we might do that as well. I might also play a little bit more of Stardew Valley because why not? I think I shouldn't knit too much because it's going to be painful after a while, so as a break I think that could be a good option. But yeah, going to be a chill afternoon, and then tonight is going to be a big cleaning job of the house. We're just my partner and I this weekend. My roommates aren't here, which is why this vlog is happening, and so we have to clean everything because of that, so that's going to be taking a bit of time. So let me go back to some knitting. see, I didn't bother to take the camera with me because I just didn't want to. But here's the yarn situation, which isn't too bad. It kind of works, but I think I sorted it through color, as you can see. And for example, when I got this black yarn, I couldn't put it in the top shelf, which is where I've got like my black and blue yarn, and so it's just not ideal. So what I want to do is actually sort it by when I'm more likely to actually use them, and then maybe by color, and I think that's gonna work a little bit better. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know how much of a difference you're gonna be able to see. I think I'm gonna do it off camera. As I said, I'm pretty low energy right now, and I'll show you when I'm done. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, I think this is just as good as it's gonna get. So I switch a few things around. I mean, I put everything on the floor, but up there we've got hopefully some of my next projects. Here we've got yarn for my Elblaz as well. The yarn that I want to use for my self-drafted pair of shorts. This, I mean, hopefully I'm gonna be using this summer, but I don't know. This is like miscellaneous colorful colors. Most of it is leftover from other projects. This is for the girl dress, which is in progress. Down here we've got like my black yarn. This here is for a baby project, but I don't know if I'm gonna get around to it soon. And this is all like things that I'm not sure I'm gonna get around to using soon also. So is it better? I don't think so, but I tried. I don't know how else I could do it. I could just like switch it up by yarn weight, but then yarn that I'm gonna be using together are not together, so I don't know. I'm gonna leave it as is for now, and that's gonna have to do. So now I'm gonna go downstairs and either knit some more or play some Stardew Valley, but I'm pooped, so I'm gonna rest for an hour or something before cleaning the whole house. So I thought I would do a little update. I've been knitting away on the zipper sweater light, and I've got pretty good progress, I would say, like maybe 5-6 centimeters. I've got to do 20, so I'm not there yet, but you know, it's coming along. And if you don't know about the zipper sweater, you need a pretty long collar and then you fold it down like so, but it's going to be longer obviously, and you knit it together with the provisional cast on. As you saw, I ended up bringing the garden chair upstairs, so I think that's looking great. I'm very excited for the weather to be nicer. I mean, today was really nice. I spent a little bit of time outside and that was really nice, but I think it's gonna be raining all week next week, and then the week after that there's mentions of snow again. I'm pretty happy about it because I love snow, but I'm looking forward to some nicer weather still. So we'll see. I don't think I'll get used quite right away, but that should leave me enough time to buy some plants for the balcony. So if you have any suggestions for outdoor plants that are easy to take care of, that can go in a pot, and that are okay to live in the kind of weather I have here in France, I would really appreciate your help because I'm really rubbish at gardening. And yeah, I think I'm actually going to leave the vlog here. I hope you enjoyed spending the weekend with me. It was a pretty all over the place kind of weekend. I mean, I finished my legs v-neck, I cast on a pair of socks, I cast on the zipper sweater light man, I knitted on my dress, and lots of other things. Let me know how you handle your stash, because as you saw, I struggle a bit, and yeah, I'm not sure what the best kind of configuration is. So do you tidy it up by projects? Do you tidy it up by yarn types, yarn brands? I don't know. I think I've got to try a few different things right now. I've got it as it is, and I'll wait, you know, a few more weeks and see how it is. I did a stash tour last year when I moved into this place and I had my new yarn cabinet, so let me know if you want an update on that, but there's not that much that's changed. I think that's it. I'm not gonna bore you with my cleaning session because that's first of all going to take me a while, but also I don't think it's that interesting. And then I'm just gonna eat some dinner and I'm probably gonna go to bed early. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Let me know what you've been working on lately or whilst watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!